Kosovo-Belgrade dialogue that you are mediating currently. What is your approach on the negotiations? I mean, what is the new thing that you are asking from both sides? Something that, for example, is not included in Ahtisaari's plan.
Well, Ahtisaari's plan was an attempt to find a solution, but we know that if Ahtisaari's plan succeeded, then there would be no need for the dialogue. So we are not trying to build up on Ahtisaari's plan. We are not asking the parties to give more than they have already committed themselves in the Ahtisaari's plan. We want to finish what Ahtisaari's plan started but did not finish. That's one thing. Second, I've inherited 10 years of history of this process. There were very strong and good moments, very important agreements which did have delivered a number of very concrete results, such as...
How many agreements do we have signed on both parties so far?
First of all, not all of them are signed. Second, there are more than 30, but they have different legal form. Like the Brussels agreement of 2013 is the most formal, but some agreements are in the form of non-papers, for example. So it's different legal validity. But in general,
some of them are not implemented also.
Yes, and some of them are not implemented, or yes, and this is what we are trying to do. So what we are not renegotiating past agreements, but what we want to make sure that they are implemented. For example, in the area of energy, there are two agreements. One was signed 2013, one of 2015, but never implemented. So we have now practically finalized a paper, a document which is called roadmap, how to implement this agreement, so that it finally starts implementing. So one thing we are doing is to make sure that what was signed in the past will be implemented, because pacta sunt servanda, of course, this is the universal principle. The second thing that we do is that we are addressing the current issues, the problems that arise, such as the issue with license plates, for example, which really created a serious crisis in September. So we are making sure that things do not get out of control, and there will be no tensions on the ground, because nobody needs it. And the third and most important avenue is, of course, to shape the future relationship between Kosovo and Serbia. And this is what we call normalization. My mandate says that I should facilitate reaching a comprehensive, legally binding agreement on normalization of relations between Kosovo and Serbia. And this is where we are also now. So while addressing the implementation of past agreements, dealing with current challenges, we are also now addressing the future of relations between Kosovo and Serbia, and agreeing on what are the elements that will constitute the future agreement on normalization. There is a lot of work, not so visible. Chief negotiators are meeting every month, and we always have 7, 8, 9 items on the agenda. We have several documents now in the advanced stage of preparations. I am planning to prepare the next meeting. That means meeting between President Vучiќ and Prime Minister Kурti in Brussels soon, and we are working on it.
How soon?
How soon? My ambition is still before the summer break.